Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you today? Let's find out what's going on with Sagittarius and what does Sagittarius need to know. Messages for Sagittarius, please. We're going to start with your tarot, and toward the end of the video, I will be using my divination tiles that I made, letters and numbers. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. But without further ado, let's do your cards. So the first card that came out is the Temperance. That's your energy. Very good. Coming out strong in your own reading right away, right off the bat. Followed by the Nine of Cups. This tells me you're going to get something that you really want. Your prayers have been answered. They've been heard and they're going to be answered, okay? You've been very patient, perhaps. Something that you've been working on, something that you've been doing on purpose, deliberately creating the conditions under which it is inevitable that you get what you want. I love to see this. You look like you're very happy. This looks really good. Let's get one more. You could also be connecting with a Pisces or someone who has Pisces in their chart, specifically Jupiter in Pisces. But I just see you really happy in this energy. This looks really good. You're having a good time. But there's an Eight of Swords here. Okay, so there may be some interference, something that's out of your control, out of your hands. Nothing you can really do about it. This is telling me having patience and divine timing, things will happen. Something that you don't really have control over this, and in a way, that's all right. That's actually a good thing. It's going to take care of itself. It's almost saying to me right now, don't worry. Everything's under control, just not your control. Or don't worry, it's going to be okay. That's what it's saying. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. This is a temporary setback in time. You are in alignment right now to get what you want. Yeah, there may be some interference, and there's nothing you can do about that. But don't worry too much about it, because it's going to be taken care of. It has a way of solving itself in the Eight of Swords, because this is more Jupiter and Gemini. So there's a lot of Jupiter here. There's a lot of good luck and good fortune. Sometimes when we don't get what we want or things don't go our way, it's actually a good thing. You ever experienced that before in your life where you thought you really wanted something and you didn't get it, and then come to find out it's a good thing that you didn't get it? You dodged a bullet. Sometimes that's what the Eight of Swords talks to me about, and today that's what it's saying because it's coming out next to the Nine of Cups with the Temperance card. So whatever this setback is, it's actually working in your favor to redirect you towards where you really belong, or to bring something into your life that's actually a lot better for you, to save you from some kind of a mistake. This is actually very lucky. I'm thinking, I have this image now that just came to my head. I'm seeing a detour on a street, on a road. Okay, you're driving along on the road and there's a traffic jam, there's a detour, and you're being redirected to go around. But this is a good thing because you are going to avoid the traffic jam or something. Like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're going to avoid some kind of a problem. And it may seem like, what the heck? Why am I having to go all this way around? But there's a good reason why you're being redirected. Okay, let's dig a little deeper, get a little insight into the Temperance card. All right, so someone is not being honest, or they're being very strategic. They're trying to take shortcuts here. What is going on, Sagittarius? Is this you or someone that you're talking to? Trying to get away from the past, trying to leave the past in the behind them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to leave the past behind. Trying to take off the rose-colored glasses. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This could be you connecting with someone who's got Scorpio or Aquarius in their chart, perhaps. This is someone who's very attractive and romantic and very warm and creative. Ooh, the High Priestess, someone who's quite witchy, charismatic, and enigmatic. Someone who is being very quiet right now. Stillness, solitude, and silence. This is your sanctuary. Keeping it very simple. All right. So not really talking a lot about what you're doing here. Also, pursuing your own spirituality and listening to your intuition. Getting in touch with your intuition through meditation. Not really trying to comprehend the incomprehensible mysteries of the universe, just observing, witnessing, and being present in the moment. That's all you have to do with the High Priestess. She's maybe her behavior, it brings up more questions than answers. You know what I'm saying? She's nuanced. She's not always the most straightforward. So I see someone here who is taking their own path. They're going their own way. They're finding their own way to their dreams. They want to leave the past behind them, all right? And they have this dream or fantasy for the future or something like this. Let's look at the Nine of Cups, get a little more context for what we're seeing here and pull it all together. Okay, something that you've been really working on, something new or a new beginning, a new adventure opening up for you that you've been working towards. It's going to be very profitable. This is really good. Really positive. You're putting your skills into practice and building up your skills. The more you do this, the better you get. You're getting really good at what you do, and you're really invested in this. And you may be doing this alone, or you're doing this quietly. You're not really sharing it yet. It's not really ready to harvest, or it's not really ready to share. Something that you've been working on. And it may be something new, like a new project that you've been working on. And you really feel very good about it. And you're going to reap what you've sown, or you're going to harvest. It's going to be really profitable for you. And so you're giving it time, and you're waiting for this to come in. You're waiting for this, and you feel really deeply about it. Ooh, wow. And you're going to end up, yeah, when you're ready, you're going to share this, and it's going to be such a celebration. Like, again, you may be connecting with a water sign. This could be your friend or family member or someone that you just have a really close personal relationship with them, and you guys are having a lot of fun. So you may be getting together with friends and going out and having fun. You may be hard at work, and then you're waiting for the weekend, and when the weekend comes along, you are just going out, and it's going to be a great time. And you're going to share this with people that you care about. So yeah. So maybe you're working on this alone right now. You're really not telling anybody about it until it's ready. And you'll know when it's ready because your intuition will tell you when it's ready. You'll know it because you'll feel it. And so then this is all about creative self-expression as well, like expressing your feelings, expressing your emotions, putting a lot of passion and putting a lot of your soul, your spirit into what you are creating. It's like you're putting your whole heart into what you're doing. You really care. So what is this Nine of Swords here? What is this interference? The Tower and the Hanged Man just flew out together. So again, this is emphasizing there's nothing you can do about it. And somehow or another, it's for the best. If something is falling apart, you're going to let it fall apart. If something is coming to an end, you're going to let it end. You got to let this go. I'm just seeing that you're stuck in this and there's nothing you can do about it. Something maybe blindsided you and it was a real wake-up call, okay? You're starting to see something very differently now. Let's get a little bit more. There are habits, behaviors, opinions, thought processes that are no longer serving you that you're going to have to let it go. There may be some part of this that may have been self-sabotage. Self-sabotaging beliefs, behaviors. It may be time to change. You may be seeing it now that this is not sustainable. I cannot keep doing it this way. I've got to do something differently. I've got to let this go. I got to walk away. Again, someone wants to leave the past behind. Someone's trying to get out of a situation, like trying to be in the right place at the right time so that they can do something new or do something else. Trying to set things up and being in alignment, like aligning your life's purpose with your soul's calling. And this means that certain things are no longer going to be present in your life. This may mean that the way that you're thinking about a situation has got to change. This may mean that you need new information or a new perspective so that you can see things clearly or see things differently. I think you're having a major realization here, and it's ultimately for the best and highest good, but in the meantime, it's very uncomfortable. Okay, let's get a little bit more, because yeah, there could have been a breakup, and you're realizing that you're going to have to let this person go, or you could have lost your job, or you could be firing an employee, or like, you know what I'm saying? There's a separation perhaps. Wow, the 10 of Wands. This has been some kind of restriction, oppressive situation, circumstances that have been holding you back. It's time for you to let that go or put it down. You're not going to be carrying this around anymore. This is almost over. Something that's been really disappointing, maybe even heartbreaking. One more, please. One more, please. What is this? It's almost over. The Hermit. This is something that when this happens, or as it happens, or after it happens, you're going to want to disengage, withdraw, take a step back, and reflect on the situation. How did this happen? Why did this happen? How did I play a part in this, perhaps? Or what are the circumstances that like led up to this? I see you learning some really deep lessons and really soul searching, reflecting on this. Again, there's this idea of being very quiet and keeping a lot to yourself, and like working on something by yourself, for yourself, quietly, trying to figure this out. I do see that there's something that you need to get off of your chest, something that you need to do or say that you felt like you couldn't do or you couldn't say. And part of this may be you holding yourself back. Part of this may be external circumstances that need to change. I do see like a big shift in your own thinking as well. So there may be things outside of you that are changing, but there's a corresponding internal transformation that is also taking place. As you are changing and growing, and you are also mastering a situation. Okay, one more card, please. Thank you. The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about talking about it, sharing, giving, loving, being open about how you feel, creative self-expression. So you're going to end up talking about this and sharing your experience with others. And this may not be easy because it may be something you're not used to doing, or it's something that you're not used to talking about. But I think you're going to end up meeting other people who feel the same way, or who share this experience with you and who understand and have empathy for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there may be a Gemini or an Aquarius. There's an important partnership into the future as these changes are coming to an end. So you are persevering through these major changes right now. And this is bringing you in contact with community, with partnership, with other like-minded people that you don't know them yet. Like you don't know yet, you don't see this yet, but they are supporting you. They support you. They understand. It's supportive, it's elevated, it's really positive. So as you're kind of going through something by yourself right now, and you're strategizing, you're trying to figure this out by yourself. You're trying to leave the past in the past. You're trying to be a more empowered, authentic version of yourself. And you're trying to be independent and do it your own way. You are making your own decisions. There is something that you're working on here. You are connecting, right? And you are breaking free, connecting with new people, sharing this somehow, expressing this somehow openly, something that you've been keeping to yourself. I'm almost getting like you are a survivor. I'm getting that Destiny's Child song, I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. Those are the lyrics. And you're pushing through. You're making these changes. And you feel like you have to do it yourself. Like you feel like this is something you have to do by yourself, for yourself. Maybe that's true. But I also see that there is a community here of like-minded people who really care. And you are destined to meet these people and to share your feelings, to share your experience with others. And there may be something that you can help other people. You can teach other people. You can share, you can support. It's like a supportive team, a network, a support group. and you feel like you've met your soul tribe, right? You feel like, and so maybe you're moving to a new place. Like you lose your, let's just say you lose your job or something doesn't work out and it causes a big upheaval in your life. And this is terrible. And everything starts to break down and there's nothing you can do about it. And so you let that go and you try something new and you go in a new direction and it really works out for you. And you push through and you make these difficult changes happen in your life. You grow, you persevere, you make changes, you come into a new place, a new beginning, you move to a new location, you move to a new city, you get a new job, whatever that is, you move forward into the unknown, you follow that path, you follow that inspiration, and you come into contact with a whole new group of people, a whole new audience, a whole new community of friends and like-minded people. Maybe this water sign, this Pisces, could be important. All right, Virgo, Cancer, another Sagittarius, water signs especially, Aquarius and Gemini are also here. You could have the moon in Sagittarius in your chart. Okay. But it seems like this brings you to a place where you can be open about who you are and you can share your feelings and you can speak openly about it or talk about something that you've often kept to yourself. So you're meeting new people, you're meeting new friends, you're having fun, you're going out and having fun, you're taking a chance, maybe taking a vacation or doing something that you've never really done before. You may be traveling and you really don't know what's going to happen. But it ends up being like a really worthwhile experience for you. Like, this is great. Like, you overcome some kind of a problem. You find yourself surrounded by really supportive, like-minded people who understand, who have a lot to offer and give to you, and who really appreciate what you have to offer and what you share with them. This could even be a romantic connection of some kind. For somebody here, I feel like you are having like a secret love affair, right? Something about it, and you're not going to have to keep that secret anymore. Or, yeah, you may even end that relationship and meet someone new. Or there's a new phase in that relationship, and it brings you closer together. This is a general reading for Aquarius, so if you'd like I'm sorry, not Aquarius, Sagittarius. Yeah, so you could be connecting with an Aquarius. But this is a general reading for Sagittarius. If you'd like specific personal details, we could do a personal reading. You could email me for that. So I'm just going to keep it real general and kind of vague on purpose. Just because this could be different for different people who are watching this right now. But the message could still apply. You step into the unknown. You follow your path, your inspiration to do something different, to approach it in a different way, to see things differently, and to give voice to your soul, to your creativity, to your emotions, to your feelings. Voicing something, sharing, expressing yourself. Also having a lot of fun while you're doing it. And this puts you on the path of your purpose, to what you're destined to receive. There are soulmates coming into your life, and I feel like it may be more than one. Like soul family. And it's where you really belong. And so because you're taking a chance and you're willing to try and you're willing to be mindful and consciously create your reality in alignment with your soul's purpose, you are making these positive changes. And things are opening up for you because you're doing that. Because you have what it takes and because you're willing to try. Somebody really loves you too, by the way. I feel like someone maybe even like a secret admirer, and they may be coming out and telling you how they really feel. They felt like it was very frustrating, or like their dream was not going to come true or something like that. But then like it does happen and you get what you, like someone's going to give this to you or share something with you that is, it's like perfect timing. Something that you've been working on that may be kind of frustrating, but it's your dream and you're not going to give up because you know that this is your soul's calling. And so you're pursuing what you love and you're working on it and you're really happy with the way that it turns out. And you're sharing this with other people who also love it very much. And some kind of interference, some kind of blockage is coming out of it's like getting back to the basics or keeping something simple helps you to remove these blockages, like really reflecting and soul searching on what got you interested in doing this in the first place, or finding that creativity, that dream, that hope is still alive within you, and giving voice to that. And maybe something like, maybe you're an artist and something happens in your life and then you channel that into your art and you put that into your creativity and you put that into your poetry or your song or your dance or your something about that here. And it's a very healthy, healing experience for you. It feels really good to do that. It's cathartic to express and to share. And people really appreciate it. Like, people like it a lot. Yeah, like you receive guidance from the universe. You receive the inspiration, the dream from the universe. And you pour it out onto the earth and share it. And this is important for humanity. This is important for your relationships with other people. And it brings you into contact with like a community of like-minded people. Okay, so that's the message today, Sagittarius. Whatever you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Yeah, it may be frustrating at times. There may be certain obstacles, but I see that those obstacles will be removed. And yeah, I just see a blockage here. And there is something in the way. And there really isn't anything you can do about that but let it go. And there may be some things that you need to let go in order to move forward. Relationships, behaviors, mindset. It's different for different people. But I see that you're going to reflect on that. You're going to think about that. And I see that you're going to be able to feel better about it, or like move forward. Or there may be like someone may be wanting to apologize to you, or maybe you are going to apologize or reconcile with some. That could be a part of it. Reconciliation could be a part of it. It's about emotional self-expression. Even if you're kind of nervous or kind of shy about doing this, I see that you are speaking up about it anyway. And this is a big part of these changes that you're making and the way that your life is changing in general, and the things that you're meant to do on this planet Earth right now. And you don't know how it's going to turn out. You don't know how it's going to be received. But all you know is that this is your path, and it's time for you to start walking. It's time to go. Yeah. But I think you're going to be maybe very pleasantly surprised by the way that this turns out. Okay, let's get you some tiles. Letters and numbers. It could spell anything. Names, initials, acronyms, abbreviations, persons, places, things, ideas, anything at all that could confirm this for you. And if we get any numbers, I will be reading them from the Angel Numbers book. So, let's see. What do we got? All right. I do see the number 1. I see R-A-R-A. So, ra. N-I-T-G-P 3. Okay, number 13. 2. Okay, 132. L 8 and another I. Do you see anything? Let me know in the comment section below. I love to hear from you. Somebody maybe like a rapper doing rap music. Okay. Tag. I see talent. Almost see the word talent. I don't have another T. Regina. Someone could have the name Regina. I feel like Regina is usually spelled with an E, so I don't know, but it's kind of there, right? Gina, Tina, Lena. They're all here. Everybody's here. Let's see. Ooh, someone has a plan. You may need a plan. You're planning for this. You're coming up with a plan. You're scheming on how you can make this happen. Trying to find a way forward. Needing to make new plans. I like that. I still like the rah-rah. I don't know what the rah-rah is all about, but I like it. Get it. Rag. All right, you guys. Should we get like one more? See what happens. I get like one more. Another eye. So I don't know. I guess we're not gonna get one more. Let's read your angel numbers. 132 and number 8. Like I said, if you see anything that I missed, I always miss something. So IG, Instagram could be important. Planet. Making a plan. Okay. Number 132 from the Angel Numbers book. Let's see what it says. Divine rituals. In all you do, feel wholly present. Yeah, that's that mindfulness, that presence that is in the Temperance card. Your world is manifesting right now. And the way it is doing this is by watching your investment in the little things that you do every day. Think of your daily chores, jobs, and interactions today as divine rituals. I love this message. Love it. Because it's the things that we do today that create our lives tomorrow. The things we do this week create our lives next week. The things we do this year create our lives next year. You may have heard me say this before. I just love it. So the little things that you do. And think about your chores, your jobs, your interactions, even like brushing your teeth is a ritual. It's a divine, holy ritual. And this is how you can practice your spirituality and make mundane things into magic. This is how you make magic out of the mundane. This is how you make your life, turn everything into your life, into a practice of spirituality. Like, it's not just brushing your teeth, it's a cleansing ritual, right? It's not just, folding the laundry. It's like a clothes ritual. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know how to say it. It's like, these are all cleansing rituals. Cleansing the energy, getting things moving. What else can we think of, right? The jobs that we do, that's a manifestation ritual. These are all spells. This is all magic. Everything is magic. There is magic in literally everything. Just the simple fact that we exist in the first place, like, what even is this? Obviously, it's magic. And that's my opinion. How can we be on this giant planet, this rock, flying through outer space, and not believe in magic? Are you serious? I don't know, up to you. It's totally up to you. But that's what this is talking about, being totally mindful and present in the moment, in every little thing that you do. And that's a meditation practice, being mindful and present. If you're tying your shoes, you are mindful and present while you're tying your shoes. If you are, you know what I mean, sweeping the floor, that's a ritual. That is magic. There are so many magic rituals when it comes to sweeping the floor. It's like banishing the old energy, getting rid of it. Maybe there are things that you need to get rid of. It's time to clean the house. It's house cleaning time. You know what I mean? Letting certain things go to make space for the new energy that's trying to come into your life. Especially if it has negative connotations or negative emotions attached to it or associated with it. Objects, we have all sorts of possessions, right? But our possessions can sometimes possess us. And we form these relationships, these psychological, or emotional relationships with the objects in our environment. And so it's important to pay attention to how those objects make us feel and the kind of relationship that we have with those things that we keep in our environment. And if the relationship with that object is not good, or the history with that object is not good, we definitely want to get rid of it and let it go. Maybe even do a cord cutting to liberate yourself and to make space in your life for positivity and goodness and to be uplifted. Because these things can have spiritual weight and it can tie us down or hold us back from flying high and reaching our potential. Yeah. I believe that. Even subconsciously, if you have certain objects that you're still holding on to in your life, they could subconsciously be pulling you down and keeping you stuck. And so maybe that's part of this too, is like seeing the ways in which these things and people, relationships, and maybe even our own behaviors can keep us stuck. Really reflecting on that and deciding to make small changes every day and stick with it until it builds up a new habit, a new routine, a new lifestyle. And the practice, you get better at it. When you practice these things, you get better. Over time, it gets easier. And it feels really good. So why not? All right, let's read number 8, and this will be our closing message today. Abundance. The energy is limitless. There are forces always flowing and moving through and around you. The ones you pay attention to and open up to will envelop you in their flow. When you see this number, meditate on what in your life requires development and abundance. Visualize energy coming forth to nurture growth in those areas. Okay, what in your life requires development right now? What do you need to meditate on to develop right now? What is it that needs your attention right now? What needs development? What you pay attention to will envelop you. So where your attention goes, your energy will flow, and that's what you're going to get more of in your life. So what are you investing your time and your energy into? What are you paying attention to? What are you, because that's what's going to grow. Like a plant. If you water the plant grows. Give it sunlight, it's going to get bigger. If you are watering a relationship and paying attention to a relationship, if you're paying attention to, what is it? That's what you're going to get more of. That's what's going to grow. So is there something that you've been maybe paying a little too much attention to that's not really worth it, that you don't really want, and it's taking up more space than you even really want it to, and maybe there's something else in your life that you would really rather have instead? Maybe there's something in your life that's been neglected and it needs attention. And maybe you'd do very well to give it that attention. Maybe you'd feel better. Maybe you'd have a better life if you did that thing. Something that's calling to you, that wishes to be expressed or created. Do you wish to express or create this thing? Is there something you've always wanted to do? Maybe it's time to think about doing it. Maybe it's time to really make a plan. Make a plan. See what you can do. Okay. I see Italy, I-T-A-L. Do I see the word Italy? I almost see the word Italy here. I don't think so. There's no Y. You might want to go to Italy. I don't know. Maybe you've always wanted to go to Italy. There may be something that you're putting on Instagram. People are like cheering you on. Okay. That's what I've got for you today, Sagittarius. Yeah. There may be an important relationship that's going to help with this, an important community. You could be doing some volunteer work. There's something that you're like giving, and it's so sweet. The Page of Cups is so sweet. It's so affectionate, so loving, so caring, something that you really care about. And you're sharing this with other people who really care about you too. So I know that something may be kind of frustrating right now, but I do see in my cards that you're going to figure it out and you're going to be okay. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I've got for you today. I hope this was helpful and of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Goodbye.